All right, Joe, guys are kind of on a roll now here, feeling it. 3 wins in a row. Just talk about now going on the road for the first Pioneer Football League matchup away, taking on Morehead State this week.
Yeah, Morehead, they're a very good team, great quarterback, and then obviously we've struggled against them the past 2 years. But I think we're going to be ready to go. Great week of practice, and I think we just got to keep that quarterback in the pocket, and we'll play really good, and I think we'll get that W.
What's been really working for you guys, especially in that last one? It just seemed like kind of both sides of the ball were kind of firing on all cylinders.
I think we just stayed disciplined. I think those 2 drives towards the goal line, we struggled a little bit, but we kind of just figured it out. We were a little tired, but we stayed disciplined, played hard, and then we got a couple stops on the goal line. And so I think just playing hard and keep working hard during practice, and that's going to prepare us. So.
Are you noticing a different maybe level of intensity with this group this season? Now with Trevor Andrews' first year, or third year rather, things seem to be a little bit more kind of cohesive throughout. Is that something that you guys are kind of feeding off of?
Yeah, especially in conference play, I think our intentions are definitely more focused at just winning, just whatever it takes, and I think we're going to do whatever it takes to win these games because they're going to be tough, and on the road especially. We're going to have to give it everything we have. So it's definitely the intentions there and all that.
For you personally, and seeing a lot more time on the field, here the last couple of weeks, we've seen you make some big plays behind the line of scrimmage. Is that one of those things where it's just an opportunity and getting a chance, or do you feel like you're kind of getting settled in here now that you got a few games under your belt?
Yeah, for sure. I think Coach Bose, our linebackers coach, always tells us to play downhill, play free. So I think these games have helped me prepare and just play free and downhill. And when I'm able to do that, I think I make plays. So I'm going to continue to do that, play free, play downhill, and then hopefully keep on making plays, helping our defense win games. So.
How fun has it been being out there and making those plays?
So fun. I trusted my teammates to do their jobs, and they trust me to do my job. So it's easy when I'm able to just play free and just do whatever I can to help our defense.
What do you think's the best trait about this defense?
I think we're relentless. I think whenever times get tough or whatever the situation of the game is, we never fight. We're never out of the fight. And then we're always just hungry. I think we never give up. We're always on the run, and we're just ready to go to work. So.
Now the big one coming up here for you guys, going on the road now. But I guess just first talk about kind of everything seemed to be really going well for you guys too, especially in the run game. How good does it feel to have 3 wins in a row, especially coming off the way that you guys did last Saturday?
It feels great. It's just a new start to this season, and knowing that we can win a lot of games this year, and it gives us some confidence. But piggybacking off of what you said about the run game, I can't do it without the offensive line and the receivers, and also Luke Hanson's doing a great job this year too. I feel like we have a 2-headed monster back there. So we're trusting in the game plan Coach gives us, and we're going out there. O-line's playing physical. Everyone's buying in together, and that's why we keep doing well.
I was just going to ask you about you and Luke. How cool is it to know that it doesn't have to be on either one of you. You guys can feed off each other. No one's trying to be like the guy. You both can kind of pack a punch. How cool is it to kind of have a 2-man duo like that in the back?
It's really cool. Luke's a great person. We hang out all the time, after football, and we're pretty close on the field too. So just knowing, I love it when I see Luke out there having success, and it's not just about me, it's about the team and about winning. So I love having that 2-headed attack so we can go out there and keep each other fresh too and stay healthy. So.
What will it take now for this road trip too, for taking on Morehead State? What have you guys seen from their defense and trying to do well on offense?
They're going to be a tough physical team. It's going to be a good fight. It's not going to be easy. They're going to give everything they got. So we have to do the same thing. We're taking great preparation throughout practice. We're going to go out there, be physical, work hard all the time, never give up on any snap, and just trust in our game plan and our team, because I know that if we do that, we'll be on top.
What can you say about the way Bryce has been playing too? Guy coming in here, obviously familiar with the area, familiar with the program, but a transfer coming in, taking that QB1 position over. What have you guys seen from him as a young quarterback? So decent composure, it seems like, as well.
Yeah, he's very mature. He's a leader. Even though he is a transfer, he's probably one of our biggest leaders on the offense, and he's been doing a great job. We have a great wide receiver core, and O-line's doing great, so that obviously helps it too. But he's also making great throws, great reads, and everything, and he's just doing a really great job.
Sort of adding to that when it comes to the offense, you mentioned what you guys do in the backfield and sort of that like 1-2 punch, but just like last week, there were a lot of different playmakers. How much fun is it when so many people are getting involved on offense?
It's awesome. That's just is whatever it takes. That's what we talk about this year, whatever it takes to win. And sometimes maybe it's the run game working out, and then sometimes it's passing or both. But yeah, it's nice to know that we have a bunch of playmakers everywhere that can make plays and score touchdowns on any given possession. So it's really good to have a balanced attack like that, and I think it can bring trouble to the defense too. So
How hungry are you guys in knowing that Morehead State's got you the last couple of years? Getting out there and having a different result come Saturday.
It's obviously a bad taste in our mouths. The last 2 years we haven't played to our best ability, and they outplayed us and out-physicaled us. So obviously it gives us a chip on our shoulder. We're going to do everything we can to be physical and bring the fight. It's going to be a good match and a good physical football game. So we just have to be ready for it and take every day and be prepared and go through practice and make sure we are prepared for the game.
All right, Trevor. Well, I guess things seem to be going pretty smooth for this group right now, at least three in a row. I guess this first start kind of recapping that last one. It seemed like kind of all three phases were going well for you guys, but how did it feel getting a third in a row here?
No, it's always good to win at home, and we had a great crowd, great tailgate. The atmosphere was good. Our players were definitely up for that game, and the whiteout. I think we're starting to build that thing up a little bit more. So it was good. We had a lot of people there dressed in white. So it was fun atmosphere. Offensively, I think we took a big step forward and taking advantage of what they gave us and made some big plays. So it was good fun atmosphere, and always good to get a win and count them down at home.
Getting ready for Morehead now to go on the road for the first PFL away game too. What will it take against this Eagles team?
Yeah, Morehead State's had our number. It's no secret. Last 2 years, and we got to go down there and expect a great effort from both teams. It's one of those that's been. I think I played in the first one, so I'm dating myself. I don't know this first one, but once the series really started picking up, and then they came into the league. But I remember going down there as a player, and we're gonna get a great effort from them. Coach Woodman, I've been really impressed with the job he's done down there, and they've I think their quarterback's a really good football player. He's had our number the last 2 years. And we've got to show up ready to go and anticipate a big time atmosphere and football game.
You got a pretty good quarterback too. Talk about Bryce, and it seems that it kind of hit the ground running since he walked in the doors here, and ever since then he seems like he's been just really poised. Talk about his leadership and what he's been able to do so far for you guys.
Yeah, Bryce is he's gaining confidence. I keep telling people, hey, he hasn't played a lot of college football games, but he's a competitor, and he's confident, and he projects that, and it carries over to the rest of the guys, especially on his side of the ball. But I thought he came out Saturday and threw the ball better than he did the last time out at home, and I think that as you get game experience, you start to get confidence. And really, he's got to learn to gel with these receivers. You can do it in practice, but game experience is another thing. And guys caught the ball for him, and I think the good thing is we made yards after the catch, so that was good.
To my knowledge, I don't think he's turned the ball over yet once. When you have a young quarterback like that too, like you mentioned, without a ton of college experience, he's not giving the ball up. He's smart with his decision making. How helpful is that too, not only for the offense, but to not put the defense in tough spots either? No,
that's if there's one thing that's glaring that at any level of football, it's turnover ratio. That's usually who's going to win the game, and if you're +2, it's even bigger. So it's always been a point of emphasis, and we're not going to approach it any differently, and we're not going to knock on wood. We're just going to go out and do what we do and try to keep moving the chains on offense and taking the ball away and getting stops on defense.
A lot of positives to take away from Saturday. All three phases of the game too. What were you most pleased with in the victory?
I was most pleased with the victory itself. We're playing complementary football right now, which is always a good thing, but I talked to the team about this quite a bit. Winning minimizes problems, right? Everybody looks at that stuff. Losing maximizes it, right? So when you lose a game, everybody's got all the answers. But the problems are always there. You've just got to have the resolve and the self-discipline to keep looking at them and saying, where do we got to improve? What didn't we do well? What did we get away with that maybe we wouldn't have against a different team or whatever? So you got to keep looking at that, and you got to be critical of yourself all the time. And so this is a more mature group that we've got here. A lot of guys played a lot of games, especially offensively. So we're constantly going to identify some issues that we got to clean up and keep moving forward.
You mentioned that there's no secret in what Morehead State's been able to do the last couple of years. Is it challenging though in getting ready for a team after they took one on the chin last week against Presbyterian?
That's the same thing they did last year, and they came in here and kicked our butts. I mean, Butler mopped them up last year, and they showed up here, and it was a war now. And we were coming off a big win. Maybe it was us. No, Drake. It was that Drake beat them, or no, they beat Drake at the end. Who? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Whoever. Looking back to 24, that'll be a great soundbite for you, huh? Look back to 20. I can redo this for you, but no, you look back at 2024. They were coming off a loss, a bad loss, and they showed up in Welcome Stadium, and it was a physical battle. And statistically, they got after it. We couldn't catch a football to save our lives. We gave up a 88-yard touchdown pass. Next thing you know, we're settling for field goal attempts, not finishing drives, and next thing you know, you come off of a big win at Butler like we did at that point, and we had our hands full. So you got to show up every week. In this league, you got to show up every week ready to play football and give your best shot, because you're going to get your opponent's best shot. And if you're not focused and don't bring the intensity level that you need to, it's going to be a long afternoon. We're taking steps to be ready to go. That's for sure.
Is the biggest key trying to keep their quarterback in check?
Yeah, I think that's a big key. They've got two quality running backs, that have been taking the majority of their reps. Ryan Up at receiver has been a good player. They do a great job with him on the RPOs. And then they got a young guy, Ice, that's made some big catches for them this year. So offensively, they've got tools to do some things. And if you're not focused and don't have eye discipline and leverage discipline, then they've got people that are going to make you pay. That's for sure. But Cravens, he's an all-conference player, and he's got a veteran's poise and a veteran's experience, and he can run, and he can distribute the football in the RPO game. So they're a challenge for sure to deal with offensively.
Talking about your offense and it being a challenge, did you expect this kind of balance amongst the playmakers that we're seeing? And I thought what was most surprising so far of just looking at your group, there's a lot of different guys that are out there making plays.
No, I do. That's what, as a head coach, that's what you envision you want it to be every year, and then the year dictates what it is, right? And then the game dictates what it was. If someone's going to load up in coverage, you're going to run the ball, and if someone's going to load up in against the run game, then you're going to throw the ball. And if someone's going to play it honest, then you've got to be able to do both. The run sets up the pass sets up the run. And when you have the ability to distribute it and guys are doing what they should when they get their opportunities, then good things are going to happen. But each game's going to be different. and you don't know what their game plan is going to be, and they don't know what yours is going to be. So that's part of the chess match. It's being able to make in-game adjustments. But I was pleased with the distribution, and guys got their opportunity and they took advantage of it, and that's what it's all about. You can spread the ball around. It makes you tough to defend. You got to defend the whole field.
What have you liked most about your defense so far in this 3-game stretch?
Yeah, I've been really pleased with our defense. You know, they've been doing a good job keeping points off the board, and they don't ever quit. You know, we got a pick 6 late in the half after they tempoed us down the field, and we just lined up and kept fighting. The next thing we know, we got a 14-point swing, and yeah, they do a good job of understanding they're never out of it, right? So always make them snap it again. Never give up on a play. They're playing well together, and it's really kind of like all 11 out there, and you've got Vinny back in the back, and it was good to get Luke Mitchell back last week to give us another safety to put in there, and should have Bennett Lawrence back this week. So starting to kind of get back to what we envisioned, full strength, and being able to put different people on the field in different situations. But we've been scrappy on defense. Been scrappy.
Coach, we talked to Joe earlier, and the term he used for the defense is relentless. Is that, the duo of him and Schmeezing working together,
Yeah.
they got big shoes to fill, but
Well,
they're really making a lot of plays.
Joe's used to that. He grew up with 4 brothers that played college football and a dad that played for the Purdue Boilermakers. So he's had to be scrappy and compete and be relentless just to get some food off the dinner table with that crew. But that's what you got to be. That's the mentality you got to go in there with. And I think we've just been doing a good job of limiting the X plays. And when you make a team earn the field, there's usually good things going to happen for you defensively. Do we strive to be relentless? Yeah, absolutely. I think the biggest thing is running to the football with good angles, not following the same colored jersey. Move up, if there's a colored jersey in front of you, move up to the next level and keep going. And the more hats you can get, red hats you can get to the ball for your team, the better it's going to be, and the less missed tackles, the less cutback lanes. So I think that the biggest thing is pursuit, honestly, and that's the relentlessness of it. We're still working to be relentless in our technique and our scheme and our blitzing. We're not there yet. We've still got some young pieces that are trying like crazy and getting better every week. But they've been able to keep points off the board so far, and I'm really proud of them for that.